Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to beautiful Taheton County, Iowa. And today, it's the week before Christmas, like 10 days before Christmas. Anyways, I have some updates to show you, some things that I kind of left out of the auction episode that I should have, but the auction episode, after I got done editing it, was over an hour and 10 minutes, if I remember right. So I kind of started cutting a lot of things out, not just in editing, just in when I was talking about it because I was trying to get through it. Anyways, this is the normal end of year kind of update video. If you remember last year, the first part of this year, we built this shop and we built a bin and we moved these other bins over here. This is kind of the same idea. We had some construction things. As you guys kind of saw in the thumbnail, we took down these two old bins here, which in hindsight was I could have left one of these for nah, not really. But I moved these from the other farm, if you remember, or other acreage. I probably should have just left them now that I think about it, but I left them over there and then just waited and built this one. But this one should be able to hold all of our soybeans now, and then this one should hold most of our corn, and then we left this one to hold the rest of our corn in a really good year. But that probably won't hold all of our soybeans, it should hold all of our soybeans, but it won't be full. That's what I was trying to say. I've been hauling corn for the last couple of weeks to pay for that new bin. In the auction episode, if you remember right, I told you guys I was selling my sprayer. At the end of the episode, I forgot to mention that I just didn't buy any of the sprayers. I guess it's kind of obvious. If you looked at it, you'd know that I didn't buy any of the sprayers. I kind of decided that I was going to go try and find something new, either at Deere or at Case. Originally, I was looking at a Case because I really liked the one that my neighbor used to have. And they had See and Spray on those. But I also really love a front-mounted boom. So I kind of was up in the air. And after a little bit of negotiating with my John Deere rep, I got a new, not necessarily Deere sprayer, but it's a Hagee, which is owned by John Deere now, and it's got this amazing 120-foot front-mounted boom, which, like I said, I love front-mounted booms. It's a lot better to see, a lot easier to see than rear-mounted ones, and yeah. So, that's the sprayer. That was kind of the update that I kind of neglected to tell you guys at the end of that auction episode, and then subsequently in the tillage episode right after that. So, what else we got around here? I don't think I have much for updates around here. We have some dirt work stuff that we did this year, and I'll kind of I got to go over the road here, and I'll show you one of them. First part being, we now have a driveway straight out of our house, right up to, right into the other field. This is much needed, mainly because with the semi, when I'm pulling out here, and I kind of had to swing down to head that way, some of the time I've had really bad luck, either turning too short and I almost put it in the ditch, or turning too far out and then almost putting it in the ditch on this side. So I went ahead and put in a driveway over here, and had to wait for county approval. So we literally got this done last week, and then we got some fake grass put on, or not fake grass, but grass put on top of it. And yeah. So the end of the tillage episode, I mentioned that we were going to do a test, and the test being I'm going to do ripped versus mulch / vertical tilled soybeans versus no-till soybeans, or at least everything might just get a cultivator pass over it. I think I almost have to get the soybeans to work down here, especially with how many weeds are already coming up, which is ridiculous. Um, but yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing next spring. You'll see that. I guess I forgot one thing. If you remember my deer ripper, just it's not liked by the GPS units we have because it's basically as narrow as the tractor that we're pulling it with, which is fine usually. I mean, when you're doing it yourself, it'd be fine. But when you're using the GPS, it doesn't like it, and it kept leaving bumps and or not bumps, but like strips, and sometimes it take most of the field, and it's a noticeable strip. So we'll actually head back across the road now. I know I said I wasn't going to, but or I was done here, but I'm not now. So we'll go ahead and head over here now. And right behind our dually that I probably could have parked in the shed is our new ripper. It's a sunflower ripper, 4630, as you can see there. Doesn't have any finishing or leveling things on the back, or does it? I can't quite remember for some reason. Um, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we got that. It's wider, and our tractors can still pull it. Mainly the 8430 or the Challenger, which are the two that I wanted to be able to pull it. So next up, like I said, we got a bunch of dirt work stuff that I did, and would not recommend doing this unless the ground is frozen like it is. Mainly because you will get stuck and in the mud in the ripped ground. But come back here. I had an excavator over doing well, he helped me install this bridge here to get across the water a little bit easier. Um, and then while he was here, I had him help me rip out some more trees, and that was a lot bigger bump than looked like it was. So, need to fix that. But yeah, he ripped out some of these trees, mainly kind of just squared up the area for me here, as you can see. And I might, if I'm crazy enough, I might rip up some of this grass and farm the top of the hill here. Probably won't, but we will use it for a good hay crop at least. Next up, we're gonna head. Actually, can I make it down here? No, the railroad's right there. Oh, this is a lot steeper hill than I wanted it to be. But we can bounce right across the railroad here. Wouldn't suggest doing that unless you got a good suspension on it. Here is the other dirt work / trees that we ripped out. We'll be tilling over this this spring when we do some of the other tillage stuff. But yeah, there used to be a little weird hill kind of right here. You can see the dirt outline. And so I had them kind of dig down a little ways and then put the topsoil back on top, or put a little bit of subsoil on underneath, and then put a little bit of topsoil back on top, and then got rid of a couple of trees. Mainly gave me about another half acre here, but it made it a lot easier to farm this back corner. So to me, that headache's worth it, and the dirt work and cost was well worth it to be able to farm this just straight, because with my new planter, the 16 row, it would barely fit back here, and then it's just a headache, and there's no reason for me to farm back there. This way, I basically gain a half acre then, because then you get this whole corner all the way over to that grass, and you kind of get a straight line along the railroad. So we'll go ahead and jump back in the truck here. You guys remember, I bought this grass right across the road, but I also bought, or not this grass, but the grass on the back side of the trees there, which kind of loops all the way around and back over to the other side of my cornfield here, or the other side of the road next to my cornfield. So here is my new fields. We're going to be combining these two. I don't know why they had them separate, but my landlord had been renting it out for the last couple of years. And yeah, so he sold it to me, and then I've already given you guys drone shots in a different video. If you wanted to go back and watch that, uh, I think that was in the neighbor's retirement sale. I think I came down here if I remember right, or within one of those videos, or one of the videos right after. But yeah, so waiting for the guy to get his corn off. He is until December or January 1, technically, to get the corn off, and then I take over the ground. But yeah, that's also some of the latest corn in the area to still be in. Yeah, so next up, I'm going to head over to the new acreage, but I'm going to stop in town and get coffee or something quick this morning because I'm driving right past town. As you can see, it's right there. So I will see you guys at the other acreage. Alrighty, guys, as you can see here, we're at the other acreage site now, and you guys remember, I have this grass field here, and it's got this what was soybeans this year ground right next to it. But they had this weird little tree outcrop that covered up kind of this little hilltop here, which I get why they kind of covered it up or didn't farm it. It's kind of a dumb little hilltop thing. Or not really a hilltop thing, but it's just a little hill that would kind of make it hard for equipment sometimes, I'm sure. But yeah, so we ripped all these trees out, and now we're gonna farm uh, across the, well, yeah, basically just kind of come with an angle over here to this field, and we're gonna farm these two fields all together now. This is not gonna be grass anymore. We're gonna put it into actually, we're going to put this field into wheat. There's kind of another big update now that I think about it. This field and the field right next to my house, we're going to put into wheat so we can get some straw, more straw for the dairy because the dairy is asking for it and they want some more other than just the soybean straw that we give them at the end of the year usually. Um, they need a little bit more, and they pay really good on wheat straw. And normally they had to go several hours north to North Dakota, Minnesota, parts of South Dakota to still do wheat. Um, so yeah, so we're gonna do that for him, and then for them, and also then we can sell the wheat or use the wheat for our own seed next year. But we're gonna probably just sell it and then they can or sell the wheat um, to there's a pasta plant, or well, I don't know if they just do pasta, but there's a pasta plant a couple hours away, and and that's why we're only doing small fields here, just these fields right here, and then the one by the house. So if we get 2-3 thousand bushels of wheat, then I mean, it'd be worth, or wouldn't be as much of a headache to get it down to the uh, plant that processes it. So, yeah. Um, yeah, I don't think I have much for other updates. I'll kind of just go over here and, yeah, better in there. Oh, the rake's over here. If you remember from the auction, I bought this rake. Actually, I don't even remember if I put it in the auction because I was pretty tired after we got done bringing all the equipment back and everything over the next 2 days. So I don't know if I even mentioned about this rake. The old landlord still has a canoe here. That's unless it's metal, which looks wood. Anyways, yeah, header in there with the wagon. I don't think there's much for other updates, honestly. Wander over here. think I have anything in here. Yeah, gonna wander back in this shed. We'll look, but I don't think I have much else for you guys right now. On wagons, there's a dump truck. I do pretty sure I remember mentioning that I got the dump truck and the Kenzie 850 cart here. Just brought them straight over here after we got done with the auction stuff. So I guess I didn't really show it off, but yeah. Good, doors actually shut. Probably tell my brother to make sure he shuts doors. Anyways, yeah. So with that, I think we'll just end this episode here. I know it's probably a dumb, random episode, but it, like I always say, it helps build the story. But yeah, and you guys need these updates, and putting them in episodes where we do just a whole bunch of action stuff would probably get really old for you guys. So with that, if you guys could do me a huge favor, if you enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below and subscribe if you're not. But yeah, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully you come back. Peace. Good morning. Welcome back to beautiful Taheton County, Iowa. Today we are going to be kind of getting into planting, but as I kind of said in my last episode, we're going to be planting wheat first. But to do that, we have to rip up some ground, and then we got to spread some lime on it. But first, I'm going to go pick up my new tender trailer that has 2 hoppers on it, I think, off the top of my head, if I remember right. And we can haul lime in it and a regular dry fertilizer if we wanted to. But we need lime most of all. So first off, we're going to head up to the new Agco dealership that got built this last winter. But I didn't show you guys because, I mean, they literally just got tractors there this week or last week, probably last week, because it's like Monday right now, maybe Tuesday, whatever day it is. Anyways, so we're going to go up with the semi. We're going to pick up our new tender trailer, and I'll show you guys around the Agco dealership a little bit. Well, I say Agco, but they sell Agco, Kloss, and Kenzie, but in Wilson trailer, or not Wilson, Tempty trailers. And then we'll come back down. We'll go get we'll get in the Challenger, head over, rip up that new ground, or that ground that I showed you in the last spot or last video, with the trees that we took out. We're gonna rip that up. We're gonna disc over the grass over there, and then we're gonna plant wheat there. We're gonna plant wheat in this small field around the house, and yeah. So. With that, I'm going to go ahead and jump in the semi here, and I will see you guys at the new dealership. Alright guys, so we're just getting kind of pulled up here. I'll go this way. So here's the old Case dealership, which got new signs shortly before these guys got finished building. Sure, that was intentional. But it's the Case New Holland dealership. We'll drive past that too. But here is the amazing Agco dealership. Got Kloss here. They kind of got them separated, which is really nice. But they got some fence back there, a Gleaner, a bunch of Challengers, a bunch of Fent over on the other side there, a bunch of Massies. And looks like must be either Agco. I take their Agco heads. Some Fent balers back there. They got Vermeer here as well. And they got Kenzie. They got about everything we need. And But here is what I'll show you. They got Tempty trailers, as I was saying. So I'll probably be looking at some of those sooner rather than later. But I already did buy one Tempty, and it's over there actually. Well, I bought it used, so you'll see the sticker here in a minute. But yeah, so they got a bunch of these auger tender wagons, or whatever you guys call them. Like I said, they got them here. This shop was just built, which honestly, for as much equipment as they have sitting out here, this shop is not near big enough for them, but I suppose it's a good start for them, and then they'll probably, if which they should do good. If they do well, I'm sure they'll expand and get hooked up here. Alright, so as you can see, I bought a used from Nutrien, the old co-op that I used to work for on the other side over there. Got bought out by Nutrien last year, and so Nutrien was selling off some of their equipment that was used. So yeah, but yeah, here is their nice new shop. But yeah, I don't think there's much else. So the shop is separated from the office. The office is over there, which I like, but I don't like. So the office is there, but the parts counter is here in the corner. So if I want to pay bills, I go in. I just go in there to drop off and pay bills. Over here, I have to come to get parts, which is fine, but kind of annoying at the same time. But yeah, the parts counter is here in this corner, and then yeah, see the pallet racking there. They got some parts there, and then there's a ladder here or stairs that is here, goes up to the top, and that's where most of the parts are stored, is up top. So, yeah, I don't really know. I don't think there's anything I want to show you right now. Although the ideals I really like. I think they're really cool combines, especially the Ideal Drive. If you guys have ever seen that, where you don't have a steering wheel, it's just a joystick to steer. I think those are cool, but I'll head back towards the other end. I should have been driving like this, because that's how I like to drive, but well, yeah, head over here. They got some Kloss 100 years Lexions, which I'm very interested in. I don't think I'll buy it this year, but I'm guessing they'll have some laying around for a little bit more. 890, really? If I remember right, mine's at 670, so this thing would be significantly bigger. I don't know if I go tracks or if I go duals again. I really do like the duals, but I think the duals are going to start to struggle to get in. Well, it struggled to get in my big shop, which was a flawed design, but oh well. But Kloss would float a lot nicer. I don't know, we'll see. Because maybe, or the Kloss, the tracks. Maybe I'll even look at getting just a new Kloss. 89,000 or 8,900. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely in the market for a new combine, mainly because mine, when I bought it, was used, and now I've put 4 or 5 seasons on, 4 or 5 seasons on it. I don't quite remember, but yeah. So I'm gonna run over and to the co-op. I'm gonna fill up with lime, and then I'm gonna head back to my acreage. Oops. I'm not in the road. What are you doing? I'm gonna head back to my acreage, get the spreader brought over, and probably have this semi brought over to the ground that we're gonna rip up, and then yeah. Anyways, I'll kind of show you guys when we get moving here. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty guys, so I just got back to the house. I went and left the semi over there, and my brother brought me back, and then I brought the fertilizer tender over there, or the fertilizer spreader over there with the 8330, and just got back from that. So now I'm gonna jump at the Challenger here. We're gonna go ahead and head over and we're going to work that patch where we ripped those trees out. Um, and then we'll uh, probably work some of the other grass up too. But yeah, so I'll head over there with the Challenger, and I'll see you guys after this time lapse of ripping that up. Alrighty, guys. So I got all that, or I came back over with the Challenger after I got all that lime spread. Got the 8430 hooked up to the drill, the 1520 drill here. It's 20-foot drill. Normally I would put it on the 7R here, but I have the 7R. I need the loader on the 7R right now, so I can load up the different variety of wheat that we will be planting once we get done with that other field. So the other field we're planting all this Pioneer number right here. I got 3 more boxes over there, or 2 more boxes over there. Or well, actually it's 1.5 now that I think about it, because I loaded up some already in here. Yeah, and this one's empty, so it's 1.5. And then we got this variety that we're going to use for planting this smaller field here around the house. But I'm going to go ahead and drive over with the 8430 here. We're going to go ahead and plant that field, and then I'll come back over and plant this field. Probably. I don't know if I'll do that all in this video. I'll probably at least get all of that other field planted for you guys. I also think, yeah, as you can see, the sun getting pretty low, and with only a 20-foot drill, it'll take a while to plant that whole field. So we'll see. I don't know if I'll plant all of that today, or if I'll plant any more for you guys today, but yeah, I'll at least get that field planted for you guys. So I'll see you guys after this time lapse. Well, guys, as you saw there, we got all that field planted into wheat. Surprisingly, uh, didn't run out, almost ran out. So my agronomist definitely overbooked my wheat seed then, but that's fine. We'll return the last 2 boxes probably. But with that, that'll do it for this episode. If you can do me a huge favor, leave a like if you did enjoy it. Subscribe for more of this content. And I'll see you guys when we get into corn planting in the next episode. Peace. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to beautiful Taheton County, Iowa. Today, we need to spray some of the wheat that's already up, and we're going to get into corn planting as well. We're going to plant that rented field, and we're going to get into spraying the field right behind the house here, or right behind the acreage. Now that I think about it, I have a roller that I rented for the year, and I have it sitting out in the field here, so I should probably jump in the 8330 and move that out of the way real quick. Or ahead. For now. That's all she needed. Got our 2 trailers parked there. But we'll go ahead and jump in the Hagee here. And we'll get to spraying the field right behind the house here. And then we'll come back once we get done spraying the field behind the house. And we'll spray then we'll head over and plant our cornfield. That's the rented farm over there. But first up, let's get to spraying in our new Hagee. Alright guys, as you guys could see there, we got that field sprayed. That took all of 2 minutes. Yeah, probably didn't even need to include that, but is what it is. We'll go ahead and jump in the 8430 here, head over to the rented field, and we're planting that to corn. So I will see you guys after the time lapse of planting that to corn. I guess, you know what, I'll show you guys on the tablet here what fields we're doing corn, what fields we're doing beans is here. Okay guys, so here's the fields that we own. We own all of these over here, and then we're still renting this, but we own this, but this is planted to wheat. I'll turn that on so you guys can see that that is wheat. As you can see, here is our wheat field. Here is our other wheat field right next to our house here. So right here, 119, 118, that's going to be soybeans, and well, everything over here, everything basically east of the yard is going to be soybeans. So 115, 114, 113, 112, and 111, which we just bought. This chunk right down here, this 113, 112, and 111 this last fall when the neighbor who lives up there retired. Yeah, so 112 is going to be, or 121 right here is a rented field. This is going to be corn. And then over here, 91, 90, these two fields are combined. But this is also going to be corn again. It was kind of bad management by me making all of this corn. But it was kind of, it's the thing that I told you last year, and I'll probably say it 100 more times. All of this together, when we combine these together, because these used to be two separate fields, this used to be two separate fields. When you have them separate, there used to be soybeans and corn, two separate fields. But soybean, when you do soybeans after soybeans, that kind of it hurts the yield more on soybeans than it does on corn. I said that last year, and I said it very poorly right now, but when you do soybeans after soybeans, the yields get hit a lot harder, whereas with corn, we can do corn after corn and put enough fertilizer down usually to help it out. So, with that being said, I'll jump out of my tablet here. I'll jump into the 8430. We're going to head over here to 121. That's very weed-ridden field because I don't know. I didn't get in there and till it or spray it before this, but we're going to get in there and we're going to plant it, and then we'll come back spray it after the corn comes up for post application, post emergence application. Anyways, yeah, so I'll jump in the 8430, and I hope you guys enjoyed this time lapse of corn planting. Alrighty guys, as you can see it started to rain right as we got done there in that field, which is honestly perfectly fine because kind of just wanted to get that field started because it kind of gives us a good feeling for how our new 16-row planter is going to go or work, and also kind of gets any kinks worked out with it. But yeah, so I got all my extra seed stored inside. These boxes are empty. I ran the truck over, parked it in the open face shed over there. Yeah, and I got the last two varieties that we'll be using in the last big field over there. I got an egg gold variety and a hefty variety, if you guys remember. My friend that's a seed dealer over there is a hefty seed dealer. He sells a lot of different seed brands, but hefty is his main one, so he gets better prices on the hefty seed and gets better commission out of it. So I told him I'd buy some hefty corn from him this year and some hefty soybeans, which are down here at the end. So I bought 2 boxes of hefty soybean and 1 box of hefty's corn. We still have our other 2 boxes of Pioneer. Actually, we use those to plant. Those are empty, but those were what went into that field. We're going to throw the remainder of these bags up in here too to finish out that variety, and we'll end up using these other 2 boxes to plant the rest of the big field. So yeah, and then for soybeans, we got 2 more Pioneer variety, actually 3, well no, 2 varieties, and then this is the same as this top box. And then we got an LG variety, LG seeds variety. Don't plant LG very often, but AgriGold and LG are owned by the same company named AgReliant, and so when I went to the agronomist to buy one of to try out an AgriGold variety that I've heard really good things about, I said, could I get a box of soybean variety, and he provided it to me. So we got 1 box of an LG variety, or we bought 1 box of an LG variety that we'll be using this year as well. But yeah, so I think that'll just do it for this episode. Next episode we'll obviously be getting into soybean harvest. But you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor, leave a like down below, and do me another huge favor. If you're not already subscribed, which I know a fair amount of you aren't, do me another huge favor and subscribe, because I post content like this almost every single day now, and I will continue to do that into the near future, especially with FS25 coming out. Well, from when I'm recording this, it's in a little over a month and a half to November 12th, right? So basically 2 months. It's about 7 weeks away. And I'm recording a whole bunch of these before I get into harvest. That's kind of why I'm saying that. My goal is I'll have a whole bunch of episodes, so you guys won't miss any content while I'm out in the field and actually combining in real life and whatever else we get ourselves into this fall. But when November 12th comes around, when FS25 comes out, I will be, if it comes out on November 12th in the morning, I'll be getting on that day. Otherwise, November 13th, I'll be streaming. I'll probably be streaming on my YouTube channel now that I've got that all figured out. Several weeks ago, I got that figured out. But I'll be streaming November 12th or 13th, whenever FS25. What is FS25? I don't know why that. whenever FS25 comes out, I'll be streaming that day, the entire day, and I hope you guys enjoy or join me for our first day look at FS25. So, with that, if oh wait, I already said the like and subscribe stuff. So, I babbled on for an extra minute and a half after that, probably, or 2 minutes, whatever. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace! Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to beautiful Taheton County, Iowa. Today we are going to get into soybean planting. Last episode we planted one of the fields of corn, and I went and planted the other one off camera. Today we are actually going to be jumping in the Challenger here, and then we're going to run over and get our last field worked. It's over on the other side of the trees. It's our new field, actually. We're going to go over there and work that field. But everything, this field's going to be soybeans, and everything back there is going to be soybeans. But I'm going to plant back there first, the 3 fields back there, and then I'll plant this on probably out or off camera, just because it's just a big field. And you guys have seen me plant this field 4 different ways and 5 different times now. So, yeah. With that, I'll go ahead and jump in the Challenger here, and I'll see you guys after the time lapse of us doing the little bit of tillage that I need to do in that field. guys saw there in that time lapse, we got that field all tilled up. We're now actually going to jump in the 8430 here, and we're going to head over, plant that same field, as well as we'll plant the other 3, like I said at the beginning of the video. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and jump in the 8430 here with our case 2160 or 2150 16 row planter, and we'll head over there and plant those 3 little fields, and then if I have enough seed, I'll plant all those, and then I'll end up, like I said, planting this off camera. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and head over there, and I hope you guys enjoy now this time lapse of planting soybeans. Alrighty guys, as you saw there, we got all of those fields planted. And now we're going to start working on this big field, but I'm not going to take you along for the whole thing, as I said at the beginning of the episode. But I figured I'd take you along while we attempt to fill up here. Not a huge fan of pulling up behind the planter with truck and seed tender, but we'll see if I can get it close enough. You know what? If I can get it close enough, just back up with the tractor. Yeah, we'll just back up now. Try to take it out of the ground. What the heck was that? Bonk, bonk. Okay. I'll just get that figured out off camera. Um, but as always, guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate all the love I've been getting in recent videos, and all the amount of growth that I've had on here. It's significantly more than I ever expected for it to be honest with you. But yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and obviously get this all planted. If you can do me a favor, as always, as I always say, I'm sure it gets really repetitive and annoying, just anyone that's actually watching to this point. Do me a huge favor, leave a like down below, subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace! Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to beautiful Taheton County, Iowa. Today we are going to get into our main focused spray season on our soybeans and on our corn. We're actually going to go spray our biggest cornfield over over the rented ground by our new acreage over there, and then we're going to come back. We're going to spray this field here. But as well, I got to take back in the roller that we rented. But I'm gonna clean it up first here. Actually, I can start doing that now and keep talking to you. Whoops. You guys didn't see that. I didn't hit the wrong button. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, so we got to take this in and drop it off at the dealership. We actually rented this from the new AGCO dealership, which I had planned on renting it from the AGCO dealership anyways. It was just the nearest one was an extra 35 minutes away. But now this one is right outside our door, basically. So, yeah. Might as well clean up the tractor while we're here. Gotta make sure everything looks nice and shiny when we drop it off at the dealership. But when I'm there, I'll show you the next episode's surprise, which is kind of ruins the surprise, but hopefully kind of helps you guys want to come back for the next episode. Whoops, get that done. But I will kind of put in a little blurb here at the start. I want to say thank you to you guys. As I say this, I don't know, every once in a while I try to drop it in a video just to say thank you to you guys. I greatly appreciate all the help that I've been getting, or all the not the help, but the views and subscribes and likes, and I even see some people have actually been sharing it. Thank you to you guys. That's awesome. I like I said, I greatly appreciate all the help. It's awesome. Um, and or all the support to the channel. Makes me really motivated to keep making videos, and yeah, just I like doing this stuff, so I want to. I like the extra motivation to keep making the stuff, and seeing that you guys watch it and like it, then makes me want to keep making it. Um, so with that, the only thing I'm going to pop in here, the biggest show of support you can do, without if you're already subscribed, the biggest thing you can do is watch the video all the way through. I know other YouTubers have probably said that, and I've taken probably way too long here to say it at the beginning of the video. But yeah, watching it all the way through helps the algorithm out more than just liking it and turning it off after 30 seconds or something like that. I know most of you don't do that, but or most of the people still watching at this point don't do that. But yeah, if you can do me a huge favor, like I say at the end of every video, like and subscribe, but also all the way earlier. Also, watch all the way through the videos. That helps out the most as well. So, with that, I'm going to jump in the 8330, and I'll see you guys at the A-Code dealership. Alrighty, guys. I just got the roller unhooked here, and I had to do a weird loop around their shop and drop it off here, because they're going to look over it before they put it in their lot over here, or they said something about selling it on the fall auction, but we'll see. That's kind of up to them. Maybe I'll buy it then, but I guess I'll drive over here and I'll show you guys the surprise that you already saw. But we will be demoing out this Challenger swather with a 16-foot swathing head on the front here. Yeah, so we just, I just happened to be in touch with them about demoing a combine this fall, but you guys will have to come back for those. You gotta be subscribed for that, because we will be demoing a combine this fall. And I won't tell you which one yet, but there's probably a fair chance you could probably guess. Anyways, but yeah, so we're gonna demo out this swather. Originally I was gonna demo one of these Vermeer mowers, and I probably won't ever buy a swather. I'll probably buy one of these mowers. So, but they said, hey, we're gonna have this in the area. We'd really love it if you will demo it, just because you've done so much business with us previously. So we'd really like it if you demo this Challenger for us as well, so we can get your opinion as well as other people's opinion in the area. So I'm gonna demo this next episode. Which should be, well, I was gonna say it should be next week, but probably actually gonna be 2 weeks yet until we mow anything. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and jump back in the 8330, head back to the yard. You guys will have to tune back in, so make sure you're subscribed, make sure you like, and you guys can watch that next episode when we demo a Challenger swather. Alright guys, just getting back into the yard here. As you can see, I need to pick up some of the tools. I also need to smooth out that driveway at some point. Park it over here so it's just out of the way for now. But we'll go ahead and jump into our new Hagee that you guys have already seen me use in a previous episode when we was that the episode we planted corn? I think that was the same episode we planted corn. We sprayed some wheat. But yeah, so now we're gonna jump back into Hagee, and actually I need to open the door first, obviously, but we'll top it off. I still have a little bit from spraying the other field of corn yesterday in here, but I need a little bit more to top off the load for that big field over there, and then we'll head over there. So I'll just time-lapse spraying as usual, and I hope you enjoy. Alrighty, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse there, spraying corn. I now need to get the boom cleaned out and the tank rinsed out. I'm gonna switch over to soybeans here, and then we're gonna get into spraying soybeans, obviously. Then, but I'll take you along as I spray this field once I get done cleaning out. So you'll get another time lapse of that, and then come back to you guys after that. But hope you guys are enjoying the video. Like I said at the beginning, just keep watching all the way through, and if you already are, you must already like the content, and yeah, do me a huge favor and leave a like then down below. So with that, I'll go ahead and jump back in the Hagee, get everything cleaned out, and I'll see you guys after the time lapse of spraying the beans across the road. Guys, a little bit of a different view than you're probably used to, but here's the inside of the Hagee. I don't know if I had shown you that much yet, but yeah, we get 2 John Deere monitors. I forget what series these are. They're new, so the newer ones. I don't remember. I don't deal with the newer John Deere monitors much, but yeah, as you can see, and clearly need to wash off the sprayer a bunch before I get back to spraying this afternoon. But that'll do it for what I'm going to record for you guys today. If you can do me a huge favor, as I said at the beginning of the video, leave a like down below, subscribe if you're not, and again, thank you so very much for all your guys' support and all the recent videos. I am in amazement that even 50 people want to watch my videos, considering, or even 50 people want to watch my videos, but it surprises me that I already have well over 100 subscribers now that are following along. So yeah, with that, again, do the stuff down below if you can, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace! Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to beautiful Taheton County, Iowa. And on this lovely morning, if you didn't watch last episode, you can see that we're getting into a demo here we're demoing this Challenger swather. Probably shouldn't be talking and driving as much as I am here, but kind of figured, trying to get everything kind of figured out and set, and I did a couple test strips on the other side of the trees back where I started recording over there. But yeah, so we got this. You know what? I'll stop. Get out. And I didn't shut it off. Smart. So, as you can see here, I got this Challenger swather here. If you didn't watch last episode, go back and watch that. but I give you a little bit of a backstory to it. We got the luxury of demoing this from our local Egco dealer, and we well, we originally were going to go with a mower and conditioner head, and then they said that one has actually been sold, so they went and put this just a mower swather head here on, and I said I'm still gladly going to demo it, even though I'm definitely not going to buy this. But I really wanted to try one out because I think it's cool as can be. Because I've never driven one of these. Actually, this is my first true demo of a piece of equipment. Too. I've been a part of a couple demos for when the neighbor had a sprayer that he was demoing and stuff like that. I've been part of demos, but I've never demoed anything myself. So I think this is really cool. But anyways, we'll go ahead and jump back in the Challenger swather here, and we'll get swathing. We're going to swath this little patch here. Our new acreage, or well, I shouldn't even say new acreage anymore. But the acreage that we just bought is right over, or not just bought, a couple years ago that we bought. Anyways, is right over on the other side of those trees. This is a big cornfield that we have. And we're going to swath up this grass patch here that I didn't show on camera, but I did last year without showing you guys because that would have made a really long episode for you guys if I did all the hay ground that I have. But we're going to swath up here, and then we'll run back to the house, drop that off, and jump in one of the tractors and get the rake and get everything raked today, and probably even baled because I think the dairy wants to come and pick them up yet today. So, yeah. So with that, I'll get back in the Challenger here, and I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Normally I say that or say this at the end of the episode, but if you can do me a huge, huge favor, leave a like down below, subscribe if you're not, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. right, guys. As you guys can see, I got the rake hooked up already. I already had brought the swather back to the house. I was gonna kind of record a little clip there of me loading up the seed totes because the agronomist happened to show up right as I was pulling into the yard. But I helped him get those loaded up and brought out, or loaded up, and then he is bringing them back to his shed. And then they'll get picked up by semi and brought back to the seed companies to be cleaned out and repackaged with the seed for next year. Anyways, but I got my 8330 hooked up to the rake, to my new rake actually. This is the first year using it. Just bought it on the auction last year. If you didn't watch the auction episode, you should obviously go back and watch that then, you know. But yeah, we got this hooked up. I went over and looked over the baler again. I've already greased it and everything, but I put it back in the shed over here. And then, yeah, I was just making sure that it was ready to go. So once I get done raking, I'm going to come back over here and get the baler out of the shed. And then we're going to go back over to the same field. And then we're going to bale it, obviously. But I also realized that I will not be parking the rake back in this shed because this rake has the turning axle on the back here, or turning wheels on the back. And when she's in this tight of a spot, she wants to hook really fast right on this post. So I was lucky I just happened to turn around right as I was about to do that and backed up enough and wiggled my way out. But yeah, I'm going to park this in the shed next time instead. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and jump in the 8330 here. And I'll see you guys after the time lapse of raking that large grass field that you guys just saw me mow with that swather. Alright guys, just getting pulled back into the yard here. Still got the baler hooked up, mainly because I'm gonna cut that off. I'm gonna, well, obviously I need to wash it off. I'm gonna wash off the swather here so they can come pick it up tomorrow. Because I only got today with it. But I'm gonna get the baler back in the shed here after I get it washed off, and I'm gonna go over it, get some things serviced, some parts changed out that are worn out, and get it ready for baling straw. And probably the next episode we'll be getting into wheat harvest, and we'll probably bale up the straw since we don't have that much wheat. We'll probably bale in the same episode. So, yeah. So, with that, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a huge favor, like I already said at the beginning of the episode, but I'm always going to say it at the end. Leave a like down below, and also, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and drop a subscribe too, or drop a subscribe. Just go ahead and subscribe. I post content like this now daily. Originally, was just doing a couple days a week. Now I'm up to daily, and I'm probably going to stick with that for a while, as long as I can keep it up, which I think I should be able to, as long as nothing comes up, you know. But yeah, so with that, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys come and join me here in the next episode for wheat harvest or one of my other series. And yeah, with that, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to beautiful Taheton County, Iowa. Today, instead of getting into wheat harvest like I planned, because for some reason the map is broke, and I guess maybe wheat doesn't work on this map. It just gets to the second to last harvest stage and just doesn't ripen up, I guess, or the last harvest or last stage before harvest. Before the harvest stage, and just doesn't ripen up. As you can see up there, it's just green. So yeah, I don't know if that's a bug or something happened, because I definitely planted it at the right time according to the calendar and stuff in game. Anyways, whatever, that's enough complaining. Today we are gonna get into soybean harvest. Then if that's not gonna work, we're gonna get into soybean harvest. And we're gonna start out in my cat Lexion combine, and then we're gonna be hopefully here this afternoon. They said that we are going to be having the other Lexion, the new Lexion that I wanted to try out, or demo. They were going to have that come down so we can get into soybean harvest, or so we can demo that out. But yeah, so before they get here, I need to get the end rows off this field, and then I need to go down, or I'm going to go across the railroad tracks to the small field, probably combine that small field, and probably even just open up one of the other fields over there, and just park my combine over there while I demo it over here. But we are going to be demoing that in corn as well, so they probably won't show up till later this afternoon, because by the time we get done getting this field opened up and getting some of the other stuff, then we'll have a lot of our soybeans harvested already, and then yeah, anyways, whatever. But yeah, we'll go ahead and jump in my cat Lexion here, and then we'll be like I said, the demo Kloss Lexion will be here this afternoon, and I hope you really enjoy that when that comes. But for now, you'll just ride along in my old cat, and we'll keep moving. So I hope you enjoy this time lapse of combining soybeans. Alright guys, so I got those fields opened up, and while I did that, the guys have shown up with the new combine, and they're getting it set up. They don't have it completely set up. They haven't done a pass yet down the field, but they just got the head hooked up right as I was coming back with the dump truck. And yeah, so got the first load in the new bin there, and yeah. So a little bit more here on this broken wheat, whatever the hell is going on here. I ended up disking up this spot here because I use this spot when I'm filling these bins. So I guess maybe I won't do wheat again. Maybe I'll try oats, and hopefully that'll work on here. I legitimately still do not understand what happened because I followed everything in the calendar, and yeah. But yeah, I'll stop complaining about that. We'll go ahead, drive back across the road here, and then I will help them get set up, whatever they need, and then I'll come back to you guys after they probably take off here in a little bit, and then I'll come back to you guys, and I'll give you a little tour of the combine, and then we'll get back to the time lapse of finishing up the soybean fields. Alrighty guys, welcome back. So the dealership guys just left. They did about four passes, or down and back in the field. And now they just gave it over to me. While they were doing that, I ran in back there, and or in my other field in the back there, and opened up that field a little bit more while I was just waiting for them to get everything set and make sure they were happy with everything. And now I'm kind of going to do a little bit of a walk around. Maybe I'll point out some of the things that are different. I guess first thing up here, this is a wider head. I believe it's a 50-foot head, if I remember hearing them right. And the one that I have is a 40-foot head, off the top of my head. Don't quote me on that. I believe I have a 40-foot head, and then this is a 50-foot head. But yeah, so a bigger head. This thing will push it. It's not the 8900 series, but it's the 8800 series, which is their Class 8 machine instead of... You don't know how combines, if you haven't seen that elsewhere, combines have basically there's 4 classes, and then there's the figurative one that they're kind of coming up with now too, so I guess there's really 5. But most combines in the Midwest, most guys have Class 7, 8, and 9 combines. And so this is about the mid-range combine. It'll do about everything you want, but could struggle on some hillier ground, and could struggle some capacity-wise. Like, you could probably push a 16-row corn head going 7 miles an hour with an 8900 series, whereas with the 8800 you're probably going to be going 3.5, 4 miles around, 4 miles an hour. Anyways, so on the outside, really the only big thing between my machine and this one, obviously this is on tracks. I do think I would go for another wheeled machine. I'm not a huge fan of tracks, mainly because if something goes wrong, I don't know how to fix tracks as easy as I can pop a tire off and run it into town quick, you know. But especially those duals that I have on the Cat machine are they ride really smooth, and I think Lexion kind of kept the same design for theirs. So yeah. So next up, I'll jump in the cab here, and as you guys can see, I'll pop in the the look of the cat one now, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the big differences that I like and what I don't like. I'll do that quick. I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so I just got in my cat here. Um, I actually already finished up the field up there with the Lexion, but I said I was going to come back show you what I like about the cat Lexion instead. Um, I think they're pretty similar. I think a lot of things have been replaced in this cat version before I bought it, because this is the same monitor that's in that Lexion, this main one here at the bottom. Obviously I run egg leader for most of my GPS, because egg leader is the only one that I like that is well connected between machines, in between company brands. Deere has a really good system for Deere system, but it doesn't work well with other companies. So yeah. What do I like about this one? I guess. I mean, it's a nice cab. I wish it was a little bit bigger and wider. And the new Lexion, I think, is a little bit wider. The seat's got more suspension in it. I can already tell, just doing that field. And definitely has more power. Like this is technically a bigger machine than that one, but like that's just more fine tuned and uses its horsepower better than I think this one does, and that might just be because of its age more than anything. But now I'll go ahead and cut here, and I'll go back over there, but I'm actually going to finish up harvesting here. So yeah, see you back in the other in the new Lexion. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed that little tour there. So this monitor I think is a little bit newer than the one that's in there. I know that monitor's been replaced, but yeah. Big difference. I don't have egg leader in here. That it's running on Boss's Eggco's. I think it's just Eggco's GPS, because since they're an Eggco dealer, they'd rather push that instead of egg leader. Which egg leader, from my understanding, egg leader has always been sold as like a equal to this Kloss stuff. Like a lot of the egg leader stuff is built into Kloss combines. At least the older, when they were still black and yellow, or yellow and black, whatever color combination you want to call it. But I know for a fact that they were. But I think Kloss works with Eggco more now, at least this dealership specifically. So they kind of made it a little bit easier for them to integrate. So we just run everything through this one monitor here, which I don't like that. I really like my egg leader, except for that egg leader that's in the combine is a little bit older one. But yeah, this joystick here is basically the same. It's just a little bit newer, a little bit better shaped than the old one that is in the cat machine. And steering wheel's basically the same. Yeah. That cat machine's basically just to be fair, I think the mod is just a rip off of this mod, but whatever. And a fourth wall break there. But I do like this Kloss machine. I do think if I can go test drive the 100-year special edition ones, I'll go test drive one of them. If they can't bring one down to me to drive during corn harvest, I think it's still a possibility that it could, but could get one to test drive that during that. But it would be identical to this machine, just because I think those are just a year or two, maybe three older than this machine. So yeah, anyways, I need to get back to harvest here. I know that was probably a crappy tour here, but since it's not real life, it's kind of hard to give it quality tour. So, anyways, we'll go ahead and jump back into the time lapse here, and we'll finish up this field. And I hope you enjoy. Alrighty, guys. Got to hit record there multiple times in this video, so there's a couple times where I just randomly cut into the middle of cutting soybeans when I thought I was recording most of it. Probably too late to be recording this video. I'm kind of tired. Whatever. Crappy excuse. Sorry. I apologize to you guys. I should not have done that. That makes for crappy content for you guys. And I'll probably do it again in the future, but I'll hopefully remember a little bit more to not do that. So, with that, if you did enjoy this time lapse and this of this amazing demo opportunity that we had of the 8800, do me a huge favor, leave a like down below, subscribe if you're not, because I continue to do more content like this and will continue to do it well into the future. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Alrighty, guys, welcome back to beautiful Taheton County, Iowa. Today we're going to get into baling our soybean straw, or soybean stubble, whatever you want to call it, or whatever you call it. Last night it was pretty late after we got done combining and I got everything back. I baled 4 rows here, and the dairy was in the area, and they came and picked up everything already from those 4 rows. But we are now going to go ahead and jump back in the 7R this morning, or early this morning here, and we're going to bale up the rest of the field, and then I'll get everything picked up, and then we'll probably get into doing some tillage with the Challenger there and our vertical tillage land all disc. But yeah, I just want to say at the start of this episode, I hate kind of asking, but if you guys can do me a huge favor, leave a like down below and subscribe if you're not. Every little bit helps, especially while I continue to try and grow my channel and my audience. But yeah, so I also obviously got to say thank you to you guys. I know saying that probably sounds really corny and dumb to some of you, but I know a large portion of the audience sometimes isn't watching, or isn't from the subscription feed, isn't watching from the subscription feed, excuse me. So I just want to do that little reminder here, because I usually do that at the end of the video and no one's usually watching by that point, so or barely anyone's watching. So anyways, with that, we'll go ahead and jump into the 7R. And this will be, the rest of this video will be the time lapse of baling straw, and then when we get done, I'll come back before we get in the Challenger and start doing some tillage. So, with that, I hope you enjoy this video. Alrighty, guys. As you guys saw there, we got all the straw baled. So a lot of bales out here now that I look at it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these all picked up. I'm not gonna really time lapse that, because that's a lot of monotonous work. That's just going back and forth between the bale and the trailer. I'm actually probably gonna be driving the 8330 around, so I don't have to drive as far. But anyways, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'll come back to you guys here in a little while after we get all the straw bales picked up, and then we're gonna do some tillage on this field with our vertical tillage bar, like I said. So I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. All right, guys. So I got all the bales cleaned up, as you can see. It's only noonish, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I could look at my phone, but I left it over in the 7R. I'm now realizing, so I'm gonna have to go get that before I. Anyways, yeah. So I got all the bales picked up, as you guys can see. So now I'm gonna jump in the Challenger, like I said, and we're gonna go over this entire field with our Landau mulch, Landau a vertical tillage tool here, / mulch finisher, whatever you guys call it. It's gonna I've decided I'm gonna start going over the soybean stubble with the mulch finisher. I usually just do like the end rows or something like that, and sometimes I'll do the whole field. On some of the smaller fields I'll do the whole field, but this year I'm gonna go over the entire field with the mulch, or this entire field with it, because it does, on these bigger fields, it does actually give a pretty good yield bonus in the spring, as much as I don't want to do it, because it kind of leaves the ground open while winter for erosion and stuff to happen. But this field's flat enough, I'm not terribly worried about erosion that much. So, and maybe if I do this, I might do some cover crops too. I don't know yet. I have thought about doing that this year, and I might still go buy some cover crops, and we might just throw some cover crops out here when we get done with corn planting. So I'm going to jump the Challenger. That's enough babbling for this episode. I'm going to jump the Challenger. We're going to get this field tilled, and I'll see you guys after that. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the time lapse there of getting into our vertical tillage with our Kinsey, or not Kinsey, our Landau vertical tillage tool. I got the neighbor's kid going on some tillage now. Um, he's gonna uh, probably work the rest of this field or not, because right when I got done, I went up to get the corn head to get or for the boss machine that we're demoing, and I was coming back down and didn't. The salesman wasn't there, so I was like, "Oh, that's weird, whatever." But they were able to direct me to which head I needed to pick up, and I was pulling in my driveway, and all of a sudden noticed there's a tractor sitting in my yard. This weird, new-looking bent tractor was just sitting in my yard all of a sudden, and then the day I just happened to, as you can see, I literally just pulled in the driveway, and the salesman was in there, and he's like, "Well, we only can give this to you for the afternoon, but do as much as you want with it. They'll be back about 5 o'clock, because this is going to go out on a demo for another guy, but they wanted someone to try it out. And I tell you what, the ACO dealership is really pushing to bite up some of the market in the area, and to be honest, I didn't really want to deal with John Deere case anyways, but that's besides the point. They're really pushing to try and get new customers, and yeah, so they got this Fent, it's a 943, I think he said. Yep, 943, with a Kinsey Mach Till 261. I don't know what size that makes it. Maybe 20 foot? Maybe that's what it means, or 21 foot, or something like that. Maybe it is 26 foot. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna go out there, do a couple passes, and I'll take you guys with me, and we'll just kind of time-lapse a little bit that we're out there. But yeah, wasn't expecting this today at all. I was just expecting to get the corn head so I can start corn harvest probably next week or maybe 2 weeks from now. And yeah, so yeah, with that, I'll go ahead and jump in the I'll jump in it here. Look at the monitor. Whoops, I hit the button to fold in the backup. My bad. As you can see, like, everything's new in here. I really like the color coding and stuff on the hydraulics and stuff. But I do like and I think it's Case, and maybe John Deere has it too, where you can cover up the hydraulics that you don't want to use. But I think they said you can, like, disengage the switches by maybe, well, I think he said pull it up, and then I don't know, we'll see a little bit later. But yeah, got the new stick shifter, throttle there, and it's new, or ACO's new screen system. You don't use that much in here with this setup, but yeah, so I'll go ahead and head across the road here, and we'll make a pass or two, and then probably close out the video there after we get done with that. But then I'll do some more tillage with this before they come pick it up at 6 o'clock, which I think is in 3 hours. You can see it right there on the radio. Yeah, so I better get going. So I hope you guys enjoy this time lapse now of demoing this fit. Alrighty, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that little time lapse there of all that uh, fun, unexpected demo. I'm actually gonna go back. I think I have another 2 hours with it yet, maybe. I really like it. I will say, I really, with getting some used to, if I can get used to it, the new controls in this uh, style Fent over my Challenger. Uh, I think I could really like it. I mean, there's just some hitting the wrong buttons, not not hitting down when I wanted to put the implement into the ground, that kind of stuff. But this disc too, or disc mulch tiller, combo, whatever they call it, mock till. I really do like. I just think, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember right, these are $80,000 new. If I want to get a new combine this year yet, and possibly a new tractor, um, I don't really need a new disc then. Even though it would be nice to have two discs around instead of just the one. And I'm curious why he's just sitting over there. Anyways, but I'll go check on him once I get done with this. But it would be nice to have another one around just in case something goes wrong. So, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. If you did enjoy this whole video and all of its weird twists and turns there, do me a huge favor, leave a like down below, subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Alright, everyone, welcome back to beautiful Taheton County, Iowa. Today we're getting into corn harvest in our lovely demo of a Lexion, or Claas Lexion 8800. We're going to head over to our cornfield that's on the other side of the trees over there. That I just found out yesterday that the neighbor that I rented that from is actually going to end up selling that. And I am not going to try and buy it because I have a different neighbor that is selling the ground right on the other side of the creek over here, or well, the overflow river, or not over. Yeah, when the pond overflows, the little like stream that I have right in between my ground and the ground that's right on the other side over here. You guys probably have seen that 100 times, but you'll see it a lot more up close now. Yeah. So it's right on the other side of the little bushes that we have that are going in the banks of the bank of the creek there. But yeah, so I wasn't expecting that or any of that those updates to come out, because I thought when I won the bid to rent the ground that we're going to combine the corn on right now, he made the neighbor that am renting it from made it sound like, yeah, you definitely have that for 3 years. But he's got enough ground. He owns everything north of the trees here, and he's renting all that out. So, yeah. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and jump to the Lexion. Little quick note here. If you do like this video, do me a huge favor. Leave a like down below. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm junk. And subscribe if you're not, because I post new videos every day right now. And I don't know when this video actually is going to go up, but I'm recording this as part of my pre-harvest, before we get into actual harvest videos. So I'm recording a ton of videos in a row quick so I can upload them before we get into harvest and I get too busy to upload or edit videos. So hopefully it's still every day during that time, but right now the way it sits, I should have videos every day, almost all the way to Thanksgiving, I think. So, and then the new FS will be out. Yeah. So with that, we'll go ahead and jump to the Lexion. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Alrighty, guys. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse there of combining corn in that field. I know this can be a little bit shorter episode, but I'm just gonna combine that other field off camera. Yeah. So yeah, I'll finish up corn harvest. Next episode probably gonna be the fall auction per usual. I also need to make a decision on if I'm going to buy that or buy an 8900 or 8800 Lexion. We'll see what kind of price they can give me on my combine, because I'm going to have to buy new heads with it probably. Well, not probably. I'm definitely going to have to buy new heads with it. So, yeah. I got some decision making to do, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do me a huge favor, leave a like down below, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you have not, because guess what, I post content like this almost every single day. I post a video every day, but sometimes they're recap videos and stuff like that, but which I guess, you know, so I guess saying that way, now that I think about it, means I do post content like this every day. So that was a very dumb explanation. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know the stuff to do. And I'll see you guys in the next one.